Greetings gamers, and in this special episode of the WoW leveling guide we're going to be looking at the dungeon Darkmaul Citadel in Exile's Reach. This is actually the very end of Exile's Reach. Our tooltip our tip of the day is that we can right click on our map in order to zoom out and left click to zoom in. But that actually doesn't work in Exile's Reach. It will work when we get onto the open world, but it doesn't actually work in Exile's Reach, as we shall see. So I open my map and I right click to zoom out and nothing happens. And I left click to zoom in and nothing happens. What I can do is get rid of my quest log, especially since it's empty, and that just makes the map neater.
I owe you my life.
Dungeon Darkmaul Citadel. Gorgroth plans to raise a powerful dragon, Ravnir, from the dead. He conducts the dark ritual atop this citadel. You have stymied his efforts by saving me and my crew. You must storm the citadel and stop him from completing the ritual. His dark magic is an affront to the light. We will need all the help we can get. Gorgroth's most elite lieutenants, or lieutenants if you're American, await within the citadel. Quest objectives: complete the dungeon Darkmaul Citadel, and you will receive a nice piece of gear and some money and some experience.
There is still work to be done.
Okay, so the tooltip is telling us to go ahead and use the dungeon finder to put us in the dungeon. Now, ordinarily I would say check your adventure guide, but there isn't an adventure guide for Exile's Reach, and this is a very easy low-level dungeon. Again, for hunters I would say check your pet, make sure it doesn't taunt the aggro off the tank. But in this case, again, these are low-level pets, low-level dungeon. There's really nothing to it, so we're just going to go straight in. And here we are in Darkmaul Citadel.
Let's move. I'll draw the ogre's attack.
Okay, so the first thing I notice that we're not being put in with other players. These are just a couple of NPCs to help us. So I'm imagining one will be a tank and one will be a healer. And these enemies are fairly easy to defeat. Even though they are actually elites, there's not just me and my moth, there is also the two NPCs attacking. So these guys are actually going down fairly straightforward. What I need to remember is to try and put my hunter's mark on the enemies. There we go.
We've almost cleared the room. Keep pushing.
This place is full of necrotic energy. They must be close to reanimating the dragon.
I need a target.
And that was fairly straightforward. I took very little damage there. And we don't even need to worry about finding our way around. We just follow the NPCs. They know where they're going. So as a hunter, it's just go around, do some damage. The NPCs will do all the hard stuff. The only thing I need to remember is to keep putting my hunter's mark on.
I need to target
I've got no special skills really that I can use to help them. So I just focus on doing my damage. And another ogre bites the dust.
That's one of Gorgroth's top lieutenants. Can we really defeat him?
We haven't come this far to quit now. Recruit, you lead the attack. I'll charge in after you.
Right, I'm going to put my trap down. He's probably going to be immune to it, but I'm going to put it down anyway. especially since I'm leading the attack, even though I'm the DPS. Traditionally, it's the tank's job to lead the attack.
I'll keep his attacks focused on me. Henry, you heal us up.
Understood, Captain.
And when she said, I'll keep his attacks focused on me, that is the definition of a tank. And when she said, Henry, you heal us up, that's the definition of a healer. And my job is just to kill the mob. And he's down.
Never see Gorgrov win.
And is that a toy?
No time to waste. We've got Gorgoth cornered.
I'll check that out later. At the moment, let's just get through this dungeon. Okay, so we've got traps in this corridor, so let's be careful of the blue swirlies. Let's take out the little mobs. Oops, targeted the wrong one, but never mind. Hunter's Mark and he'll go down quick.
I need to target something first.
Yeah, so always be careful who you're targeting in a dungeon. You don't want to accidentally pull the wrong mobs. But in a low-level dungeon like this, it really doesn't matter if we make mistakes.
I don't have a target.
And nothing to it.
There's Gorgroth, and the dragon he's trying to reanimate.
Puny vermin, you will not stop the ritual. Not after all we have done.
Okay, so I'll try and take out the little mobs first. And now for the big guy.
I need a target.
Okay. Hunter's Mark. Stick a trap down. The trap's probably going to be useless. Dungeon bosses tend to be immune to stun effects and freeze effects and crowd control
For the
effects.
Alliance!
So just DPS. Out of the swirlies. We don't want to be stuck in those swirlies. Don't know what they do, but I really don't want to find out.
No! He's completing the ritual! Nothing happened. I think we stopped it.
No, we didn't stop the ritual. We would not be so lucky. Okay.
Don't give up! We can still win!
Okay, that hurt. Tank's doing her job, keeping the dragon focused on her. So I'll open up and hit this dragon with all I've got. I don't like the way that dragon's looking at me, so I'm getting out of the way. Yep, that was the right move. And that's the dragon down, and that is actually the end of the dungeon.
We've done
So let's
it.
see what we
The
get.
ogres and their dragon have been defeated, and
That's
the
a
storm
nice
is cleared.
bit of gear.
Recruit, speak to me when you're ready to leave the Citadel. We need to find a way back to Stormwind.
A nice weapon. And a ring. That's cool. Okay, I will equip that ring. You usually get much better loot in dungeons, which is why dungeons tend to be quite popular. Okay, so all that remains is
can't
to talk
rest
to
until we stop the ritual.
captain. You should feel proud of yourself, Gilgamesh. We all worked together to thwart the plans of an insane necromancer while rescuing a missing expedition. Let's get out of this citadel. We need to figure out how we're going to get off this island.
Stay focused. Look! Alliance reinforcements!
There ye are! We've been trying to get through the storm to reach ye.
Ogres and necromancy. A dangerous combination.
Dungeon, Darkmaul Citadel. It seems things are finally looking up for us. I think it's time we return to Stormwind, and I get to receive a helm, some money and some experience. Okay, and that's Ding level 10. I've also got a tooltip that says if I want to leave the party I can right click on my portrait, but that's not necessary because I was never in a party. Okay, so an end to beginnings. It's time for us to head back to Stormwind, now that reinforcements have arrived and the storm has passed. You and the other recruits have been invaluable in this operation, Gilgamesh. I'll make sure to include that in my report to the king. Hop on a griffin, let's go home.
Don't leave your... Excellent work, recruit. Hop on a griffin and fly home to Stormwind.
And that's all there is to it for this island. That has been a great deal of fun. So I've got a little warning saying if I leave now I'll never be able to return, which I've got nothing else to do, so I might as well leave. And we're off.
The rest of those ogres are running for the hills! They never stood a chance.
In time, the island will heal from their dark rituals. Look on the horizon! One of our airships approaches!
A true testament to the strength of the Alliance. Come on, recruits. Let's go home.
Wait, we're going to fly all the way back to Stormwind? We're not getting on the airship?
Though they hail from many different lands, the races of the Alliance convene in Stormwind on matters of trade, and their age-old enemy, the Savage Horde, poses an ever-present threat. But no matter the challenge, the soldiers of Stormwind stand ready to face it, fleeing a distant world overcome by demonic corruption. You and your fellow Draenei have secured a new home among steadfast allies. Azeroth faces countless threats. Bold heroes are needed to rise up and defend her. For the Alliance! For the Alliance!
Okay, and I think that's as good a place as any to end it. I haven't forgotten to talk about rest bonus, which I will talk about tomorrow, now that we're in the capital city. So from me, Big Fat Hairy Gamer, have a good one.